All right. So we're live. There you have it. How are you today?
I'm wonderful, Dr. James. How are you?
Good, 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 good. So we are live here. We are streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. We are talking about the Health and Wealth Expo Live Summit on October 24th. And I have here Amanda Jackson, the CEO of Low Consulting and Associates. Don't get me. So yeah, it's so oh my gosh, it's so nice outside. I wasn't expecting, I don't know, this global warming is
I
something else.
know
And I'm just
it's yeah, we love it, but then okay, what's the other side of this if something is
yeah,
going to happen with the weather? Yeah, I know.
right. I
It
know,
mhm.
I know. So I'm excited. I'm excited that Thursday. I mean, it's the expo is right around the corner. It's going to be Thursday, Thursday the
Right around the
24th. I'm hoping
corner.
this weather keeps up though for
It
that
does.
day, so everyone can like come out, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. And being at the National Harbor is an incredible plus. So you're going to have the
Absolutely.
ambiance and yeah, why wouldn't they want to come?
Why wouldn't they want to come? Exactly. I mean, so just to share a little bit, just a recap of what, you're going to learn. So what the question, I was being interviewed yesterday and I was talking a little bit about about myself and about the expo. I mentioned, and and I was asked, well, why should people come? And that's a great question. Why should people come? And not my response, but what my response is saying now is, this is one of those events where once you attend, you're going to say, like, why didn't people come? And why didn't we do something like this sooner? Because
Mhm,
what we're going to be learning is we're going to be learning how to build generational wealth, right? And
mhm.
that's what it's about. And what does that mean? So, what does that mean? We're going to be learning how to build generational wealth. We're going to be looking at financial literacy, learning the steps so that we can stop trading time for money. Right.
Yes.
We go into, work and we work our 9 to 5s. And don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that type of lifestyle. But if there's a way, if you're feeling burnt out, if you're exhausted and you're tired and you just want or need to know another way of having passive income streams, this is the event for you.
That's
And
right.
not only
That's
that,
right.
right? And not only
Right.
that, when we talk about nurse owned businesses, we're going to be talking about giving step by step guides on launching a side business, like concierge nursing. Well, we're
Yes.
also going to be talking about investing in real estate, right? And
Mhm.
how to create passive income streams from investing in real estate. One of our speakers is going to be talking about syndication in real estate. And some people have asked
Love
me,
it.
like, what is
Yes,
that? Well, see, that's
yes.
another reason why you need to be there so you can learn
I
what
love
that
it.
means. We're going to
Yes.
be talking about government contracting, personal and professional branding. Now, a lot of people think when they think branding, they think logos and they think, logos and colors. But branding is, who you are, how you represent yourself when you walk out of that door. So we're going to have the CEO, Raul Davis, who I'll be going live with tomorrow at 12:30. So don't miss it.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Monday the 21st, right?
Okay.
October
Love
21st.
it.
I'll be going live with him tomorrow. So for those tuning in or watching the replay, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the live with Raul Davis. He is the CEO of Ascendant Branding Group. And we're going to be talking about branding, and he's going to give highlights for that. But today
Beautiful.
is about you, Miss Jackson. So I want you to, tell us, why did you agree to speak at the Health and Wealth Expo Live Summit?
Thank you, Dr. James. This was an easy yes for me because as a HR practitioner, particularly in public safety. So I have been with fire and EMS, the fire service, since 2005. So I'm coming up on 20 years. I interface with our first responders, with our firefighters, and this is a natural community of including healthcare professionals because my folks go to the hospital, they go to the senior citizen center. So, being around and involved with healthcare professionals is such an additional facet where I can impart my HR knowledge, uh, bring awareness of my own consulting firm and
Mhm.
speak to topics that I have the freedom to speak on. Whereas working in the government, I'm a bit restricted. So now
Right.
I can really pull out my toolkit, my toolbox, and give the full range of strategies and tips to help individuals while staying compliant.
Right, exactly. And so many healthcare professionals need to know this. And one thing I want to add, I'm a nurse by profession. So
Mhm.
of course, my passion and my target audience is our healthcare professionals because I want to be able to bring other healthcare professionals along with the journey of, like I said, creating health and wealth.
Yes,
And however, the information and the topics that we're going to be covering, anyone can join us.
mhm,
And that's the beauty of it because you can't have health without wealth and you can't have wealth without health. So the
that's right.
two actually go hand in hand.
That's right.
And they really, really, really do. So again, when the target audience are healthcare professionals, but I can't say enough how anyone can really come and
That's
learn
true.
and really benefit from the
Mhm.
information we're going to be sharing. No, we're going to be sharing information on wellness, how to escape burnout, how to escape exhaustion, along with all of these other topics that are just going to be just again, I'm excited
I'm
about.
excited. Yeah, I am
Yeah.
super excited. I not only am I going to be a speaker, but I'm going to be a student as
Yeah.
well. So I am looking forward to, yes, engaging with the other panel members and the participants as well, all the attendees.
Absolutely, absolutely. And and as you mentioned, you'll be speaking. Share a little bit about what you're going to be talking about.
So my topic is centered on out of the fire. So it's
Mhm.
definitely something that resonates with me, but also navigating the risks in the workplace. We're in post pandemic right now. We were so aware. Well, if others were not aware, they were introduced to um, hazardous conditions,
Mhm.
to uh, wearing masks and just being aware of high exposure. And that was new to some, that may have caused some triggers. So here we are in 2024, while COVID has not gone away, we still have to be aware. So helping individuals understand, well, we have these risks. We have the internal risks in our workplace, the external risks, and those are what is happening within us, the person, the employee. How do we show up? So if we're showing up not in our full healthy way, then is that going to cause a change, a risk in the workplace? If, and you mentioned we're going to have non-healthcare professionals there. So if an individual who's in accounting and it's budget season, this is budget season for a lot of individuals, they have to make sure those numbers are correct. So that is a risk to the employer. We all see the little signs with the cleaning crew, even. They have those yellow signs to please be aware, please be careful. Well, if you're not wearing a certain type of shoe, or if anything, and you have to go in an area that is well traveled, well, you're now going to have potentially a workplace risk that turns into workers' compensation. And, we don't think about these things until someone falls, right?
Yeah.
I
Right.
had someone say, oh, I really should have brought another pair of shoes, because we're focused sometimes in our own bubble, in our own office. And maybe being in another part of the building just may require a slight change. So I'm going to dig down into some of the details that we just tend to overlook. There are 5 generations in the workplace right now.
Mhm.
So a lot of them they just don't know. They don't know what to do, how to do. I hire as young as 18, all the way into the baby boomers. That's a
Mm.
huge generational gap. And so the risks that the baby boomers may be well in, they may be well instructed about, our generation alphas, they may not. It hasn't even occurred to them. And so the language is different. The knowledge base is different. And how do we bridge that? How do we bring that together? So I'm going to bring the answers, the strategies, the tips, because while we recognize the risks, what do we do about it? Where do we go? What are the resources to help turn that page, to transform and get to a better place? Because at
Right.
the end of the day, yes, burnout is real. We know people are quiet quitting.
Mhm.
And sometimes in some of these workplace environments, there's an environment where the quiet resignation, the quiet firing, it
Mhm.
happens. It's real. I had a question last week when I give a presentation. Someone is currently going through something and she doesn't know what to do.
Mhm.
And I want to make human resources an open and inviting environment, and for it not to be the principal's office, for there to be a way that it can truly be a conversational safe space as best as it can, but for there not to be, I always tell individuals, I am an ally. I am not an adversary. And
Right.
while confidentiality is key, I will steer you towards the resources so that you can make the best informed decision for your life.
Thank you. And that's what I mean about this expo being about personal and professional development, because these are the things that we don't think about, and until, like you said, until there's a problem, right? So we
Mhm.
don't think about these. And you're also a LinkedIn expert, correct?
I am. So this all started years ago. So I have been doing resumes for the past 30 years. And it
Okay.
started truly as a hobby. Um, when I did an executive's resume, I gave my price point. And because this individual has a good hearted nature, he increased my fee. He doubled my fee, actually, now that I think
Hmm.
about it. And then I said, maybe I have something here. So from there, um, because I review resumes, I write job interview questions, I sit on interviews, that it's just something that I'm going to help individuals. And as a bonus, I became certified as a LinkedIn profile writer. So we know LinkedIn is the platform for professionals to engage, to share, to find their next position. And it's me helping them shine because I know what I'm looking for. So I'm just reversing the coin and just helping them to shine with somewhere else.
Well, I have to mention Dr. Sheree Hodges said, "Thank you so much for striving to make HR a place of information and not the principal's office."
I get
Thank
that
you,
all the
Sheree.
time. I get that all the time. I have, and thank you. I appreciate that. So I have, my office, it smells good. It's a welcoming. Colors matter.
Yeah,
Colors are
yeah.
so important. So I have sayings in my office because I really want anyone, to be comfortable
Mhm.
to share. And they know that before they start, though, I said, I'm a mandated reporter. So govern yourselves accordingly. I can't just like, if it's really going to go in a certain direction. But I really, I hear the stories. Trust me, I hear the stories, and I'm truly trying to change the narrative.
Well, what I want to ask you is, why should people come? Why do you think people should come to the Health and Wealth Expo? So if when you're telling people you're speaking and they're saying, well, what is this? Why should I come? Why should I come to the expo?
Well, number one, this panel of experts Dr. James, you have covered from A to Z. So, and when I saw the lineup, I said, well, this is exciting because you are truly looking at an individual's holistic approach that we know well-being, financial, environmental, next generation. So by the sheer fact that you have covered us and have provided the information, individuals should come, number one, for the holistic approach. Number two, for the education. I am going to be a student as well as a speaker. I'm going to be more of a student because I truly want to gather as much because I know it's going to just enrich me personally and professionally. The networking, having the venue in National Harbor, we are at the vortex of Maryland, DC, and Virginia. It doesn't get any better than that. And a beautiful view at that. Who doesn't love the water, right? The water is such an, it is such an inviting and calming place. Inspiration, product discoveries, community support, and hopefully a hands-on approach where, if there are some sponsors and vendors that we can actually touch and see and feel things. So this will not only engage everyone, but I know I have claimed it that individuals truly are going to leave different, highlighted, energized, inspired. There's going to be great connections. We're going to see probably new companies formed, new platforms started. So anyone in the area needs to be there on Thursday without a question. Without a question.
Without a question. You are absolutely right. And to your point, the expert speakers alone, the networking opportunities, there's going to be free consultations, exciting giveaways. I mean, the VIP, the networking reception, the VIP luncheon. I mean, there's going to be so much going on that day. Like I said, I'm really excited about it. And from the standpoint of, as you mentioned, just the holistic approach of what you're going to be able to walk away with is just going to be just phenomenal. So I thank you for coming on today and sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I can't wait till Thursday. So you guys can go on to Health and Wealth Summit 2024.com. Registration is still open. And so I do welcome you, and I welcome you to, again, upgrade to VIP so that you can be a part of the reception, the VIP luncheon, the VIP reception dinner. And you know what? Use code Dr. Lindra.
I love it.
So that for exclusive access, really. So I hope to see you guys on October 24th. That's this Thursday at the National Harbor in Maryland. So until next time, actually, I'll see you guys tomorrow when I have Raul Davis at 12:30. So thank you guys for joining us. And thank you so much, Amanda, really, for coming on.
You are so welcome. And thank you for even putting this on. So we're just looking forward to it.
Absolutely. All right.
Thank you.